Okay, so can you tell us what are some of the cultural differences or examples of some potential challenges that maybe you or your child has experienced?
Well, I'm like, as myself, as an adult, I'm trying to be flexible. I understand, from the time when I went to the US as an exchange student, I was taught a very important lesson of how to lower your expectations and not to try and look at the different culture through the sort of the glasses of your own culture,
Mhm.
right? So I'm trying to really understand what different, I understand, we cannot be all the same culturally. So I try to understand those cultural differences and accept them.
Mhm.
But I would like to, for example, for Nadia, I think, she's growing, she's growing a bilingual child with some sort of Russian cultural background because of her mom. I think it's quite natural for her, but sometimes, awkward situations can actually happen. And I just wanted to illustrate this with a small sort of anecdote, that a story that happened to her when she was in her first year in elementary school, at the elementary school. She used the gesture, which is like this, which in Russia, when somebody asks you something, you do this when you're saying, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But in Italian language, it means who cares? Like, which in a way is a show of disrespect. And Nadia was using this gesture in the context that she learned it, being a Russian speaker.
Mm-hmm.
And her schoolmates were frustrated by this because they thought that she was using this gesture as to say to them, like, who cares? Like, I don't care what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
And the teacher had to explain to her that because we are in an Italian language school, and this is, where children make their sort of, conclusions based on, the usage of Italian language or gestures. So please do not use this gesture because it's offensive to your classmates.
Interesting. Yes. Did your husband ever notice that, or what was his? Was he okay? What was the gesture? Or maybe he already used to you gesturing this way, so he didn't.
Exactly. He was quite, he was,
used to.
I mean, for him, it wasn't a big deal, because he understood the root of this, and for him, like the way Nadia used this gesture, we asked her, when you use this gesture, what does it mean? She said, like, and when we said, when you use this gesture, when you do like this, what does it mean? And she's like, I don't know.
So she used it appropriately for the Russian culture. Okay.
Exactly. But for the Italian language school in the canton of Ticino in Switzerland, it was an offensive gesture, mildly offensive gesture. So she learned not to use it.
Okay.